what is subnet and what is full network. Subnet means sub network. Full network means this one. This is your full network. This CIDR is called as full network. Okay. Now what is sub network? This. Okay. We will divide this piece of land into sub network. This into two sections. We'll partition it. We'll say this is subnet 1, this is subnet 2. Okay, we can say like this, or I will say partition it in 4. We will say this is subnet 1, this is subnet 2, this is subnet 3, this is subnet 4. This is public subnet, this is also public, this is private, this is private. Now what is public? If you want to keep swimming pool in your hotel, or suppose in your hotel you want to keep a restaurant, that restaurant anybody can come from outside also, right? Might be you've been to any restaurant in India, there is Hayat, or maybe ITC, maybe Tata, okay, Taj is there. You go to that, you can stay in that hotel, or you can just go and eat in the restaurant also, right? Anybody can come. So that restaurant should be public. But then can I keep my rooms for public? It will be private only, right? Those who are registered, they can only come. So we have to divide our section network into two: public, private. Secured things we will keep in private. Something which should be accessible to outside, we will be making it public. Very easy. Okay. Why we are dividing into 4 subnet? Suppose this restaurant is not working, what will happen? The whole hotel will be collapsing, because how will they eat? Something happened to this hotel, everything will be collapsed, right? So we don't want this kind of activity. We don't want a single point of failure. So for that reason, what we will have, we'll have 2. One will be in this whole VPC thing is in Mumbai region, right? Mumbai region. So this will be in Mumbai East. This will be in Mumbai West. That's the reason we are saying this is virtual. Can you do this thing in your um in hotel kind of thing? No, right? Yes, I cannot have 2 different location physically present which is working like one, right? No, but virtually we can do this. That's why Amazon is saying you do it virtually. I've already invested in your Mumbai East lot of money. You create their server 1, this, and then you create another server in Mumbai West, which is suppose maybe 300 miles apart. Okay, maybe if the power off will happen here, it will not happen, because the power supply vendor is different. Amazon will check everything. Their power supply vendor, their power storage is different, location, everything will be different. So if this is affected for flood, it is very unlikely that this will be also affected. Okay, so that is being taken care by Amazon. So you do this way. So that's the reason we will have to divide. We have to have our multiple availability zone based subnets. If this subnet is in AZ1, we will create this subnet in AZ2. This is public and this is private. So this will be also in AZ1, this will be in AZ2. Correct? So one server will be here, another server will be here. If this whole section is down for some reason, this will be green. This will be working. Okay? Everyone who didn't understand subnet. So we need to do the calculation for subnet also. If this is my CIDR, complete CIDR, the full network, I have to do for sub network also. How will you do? I'll give you one link, IP calculator. There is an IP calculator. Use this IP calculator. Okay, I have given you in the chat window. In this IP calculator, you have to type what you have to type. Type this 233A. Change the IP. Okay. Change this IP. This one is first. This one is 22. So first one is 22. Now from where this is coming, you have to find out this one, subnet. Okay, and then you have to click on calculate. So how to find out this? Again we'll come to document, subnet calculation. So this is my total CIDR. How many subnet I need? 4. So 2 to the power 2 means 4. So what I will do, 22 plus 2 means this one plus 2 will give me 24. That means I will be writing here 24, and this will be your subnet calculation. This is your.
Why are we multiplying 2 into 2?
अरे 4 कैसे मिलता? 2 to the power 2 means 4, right? Why are we doing it? How many subnet you require? 4.
4.
How many IPs you require? 600. So we did not 2 to the power 7. Here also same. How many subnet you require? 4. Why we require 4? Because there we our diagram, our architecture diagram. Suppose if we require 6, we require 6. Then tell me what we should write. If we require 6 here, then what should be the value?
2 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power of 1.
No, 2 to the power of any value will not give you 6. 2 to the power 3 only you can do. 2 to the power 1, 2, 4, it will give you 8. So 6 is less than 8, yes. So we will select 6. We will give 5. Okay. It can be 2 to the power ka value. Yeah, there are other ways you can do it, but then I'm just explaining you how generally people do. Cool. 4, 2, 4, 4, 2. This is so easy, okay? You have to think this is easy. If you think that okay, ye pahar hai, so this will be pahar. Okay, this will be like a mountain. You will not understand. Okay, think it as an easy, simple mathematical calculation. Again, I'll repeat. If you have to create VPC, first thing which you need to get is this. How will you get this? From here, any of the private IP. Select one which is vacant, which is not in use, you will use this. Then you have to find out the question mark. That question mark will depend on 600 IP. Start doing calculation. Whatever is coming in the range, okay, like 2 to the power, whatever range is more than 600, fix this. So I will fix it. 32 minus 10 will give me 22. So this is my CIDR. Now I have to select how many subnets. Subnets means subnetwork as per this diagram. How many subnetwork I need? 4. If I need 4, that means 2 to the power 2, 4. So 2 bit. I will keep 2 bit for subnet 0101. So that's why I am giving 22 plus 2, 4. So 20, this is my total range. So now what I will do, I will come here. I'll just mention here 24. Yeah, done. As soon as you click on calculate, see you will get 4 subnet. Okay. How many IPs you are getting? This many. Some IPs are reserved. Okay. That is reserved. The first IP, last 2 broadcast IPs. Okay. You can ignore that. Fine. This is what. So now copy this one by one. This is your subnetwork range. Subnetwork CIDR. Subnetwork CIDR. Subnetwork CIDR. There are 4 subnetwork. So now how will you create subnetwork? You will type here create subnet. Subnet, create subnet. See, diagram is so important. Okay, without diagram you will not be able to understand anything. Okay, so focus on the concept and the diagram. Public subnet 1. Find availability zone. What I told, you should be selecting here availability zone. Suppose I select Mumbai A. Okay, and here I have to give, it is asking subnet ka CIDR. How will you calculate? Copy this. This is the first network. Okay, paste it. Done. Public subnet mentioned. Create subnet. Now you will be creating a subnet. Okay, no, the name is public subnet because I already have many subnets. So what I will do, I will change little bit name. LWP Labs PV1, something like this. Public subnet. Okay, so that I know that this is public subnet. Now if I have to create another one, I will create another. Create subnet. Select here LWP Labs. Subnet. Again subnet, right? LWP Labs PV2. Now tell me what availability zone I should select. See the diagram. I already selected this one as
Second one, subnet 2.
AP South 1A. So this one I should select what? AP South 1B. Why we should select 1B? Tell me, anybody. Why should not? Why we should not select 1A? Why should only B?
For high availability.
High availability. What do you mean by high availability?
One subnet goes down, the other subnet will be there.
One availability goes down, another availability zone will be up. Subnet cannot go down. Availability zone can go.
Yeah, availability.
Okay? Availability zone. Now what is this IP? Select. See, this is so easy now. You can create VPC like this. Again, sorry to say, you will not be getting VPC creation in your company. It is not a DevOps job to create a VPC. DevOps engineers do not create VPC. Then you will say, sir, why the hell we are learning? No, you have to learn everything. If you do not know subnet, or if you have not created your subnet, how will you troubleshoot the issues? So we will learn many things which we might not do, but then we need to know that concept so that we can fix issues. We can troubleshoot issues. Okay,
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
go ahead.
Yeah. So with regards to this troubleshoot part, means what is the exactly role of DevOps engineer in organization?
Hey, this lot of say, see na, this private room here, your LWP Labs is running. This customer is typing lwplabs.com. He is not able to. He is not able to open the page. How will you understand where is the issue? Is it a network
Okay.
issue? Is it an application issue? Is it a storage issue? It's a Linux issue. Everything is your responsibility. DevOps means development related things you have to manage. You are your responsibility. But then to manage this development related, multiple other things will automatically come into play. It's a database issue. So then now you need
Mhm.
to know that it's a network
So
issue. The reason we are studying VPC.
then how to troubleshoot these issues? Are there any fix results or it comes with the
Yeah,
experience?
it will always come. Troubleshooting will always come with your concept and experience. Nobody can
Okay.
guide you. Not even champion teacher also cannot guide you. It will come with experience. Okay, it will come.
But then how we can show
Understand
4 to 5
things.
years of experience?
Yeah, that is what we are doing a crash course, right? 4 to 5 years
Okay.
experience. So now you will only say me. That's why I am asking you questions. Okay, you will only say me. Just listen to it, guys. Okay, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
anyway automatically you will understand. So don't challenge yourself that okay, will I be able to understand things? Will I be able to get 4 to 5 years of experience? Yes, you will be able to do when you implement these things. See, you are implementing it means you are the implementer. When you are the implementer, when you know in and out of this architecture, when you build this website, when you are launching this website by creating the VPC from scratch, from creating an account from scratch, that means you will be able to fix. If you still
Yeah.
not able to fix the issue, that means you have not understood anything. You are zero. Okay,
Mhm.
again, okay, there is no question in that. You have to start it again. You are zero. Again, you have to start to make yourself one. Okay,
Okay.
zero or one. Fine. So subnet. So we will ask only. We have to again follow one protocol, guys. For others, for yourself. I have unmuted you all, but do not again ask some other questions that will force me to answer. Ask only related to subject, whatever I am teaching. Will I be able to do, or should I be able to do those questions at the end? I've given my WhatsApp number. Call me. I can answer your questions. Then only from the subject you should be answering. Questioning subject. Okay, fine. So now in this link there are 4 IPs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what I am doing, how many subnets I created? Just check. Click here. LWP Labs. Okay. 2 subnets already created. Okay. I have to create few more subnets. Right here. What you will write? LWP Labs PV1. This time 1A. Okay. This is AZ1. 1A. Okay. This is private. So there are 3 availability zones here. So I can create 6 subnets also. So if suppose somebody is asking you, can you create multiple subnet in one availability zone? Your answer should be yes. Means can I create PV1 and PV2 in the same availability zone? Yes. Can you repeat your subnets in the availability zone? Yes. All these are interview questions. So when you take my classes, keep a notebook, write all those interview questions. Okay? Because those are going to help you. We are all here for interview. You will forget it. Again, seeing video will be hectic. So try to keep notepad or notebook, so where you write this, like in college we used to do. Okay. LWP PV1 1A, this done. Now you can add a new subnet here only rather than doing it. Copy to this time 1B. See, this is a manual way, right? This is a hectic way that we will copy, we will do manually. There is a human error. If suppose somebody is asking you, you are in a company where your development job, you are in a company like Oracle or in a product based company or a company which is providing consulting like for test environment creation. How many times will you do these things? Maybe they will ask you to create VPC, delete VPC 10 times in a day because you have to provide a demonstration. That is also possible. Okay, or maybe you don't want to do this manually this way. How can you achieve these things? Same way like I am doing. Okay, how can you automate these things? That creating VPC, subnet, and everything. How will you do that?
Cloud formation.
You can do cloud formation, or I will say better to use. Even if I am from Amazon, people will kill me. But then you should use what? As I am not teaching SaaS. Okay, it is not. I'm not promoting. Say I am mentioning infrastructure as a service. So you should be using, and this particular thing is not AWS DevOps. Many people now started teaching AWS DevOps. Okay, so this is not AWS DevOps. I'm just teaching in AWS. Why? Because I know Amazon Cloud, but you can do it in Google Cloud also. You can do it in same thing. You can do it in Amazon Azure Cloud also. So you should use Terraform. Okay, you should use Terraform. This tool is a super tool which you can use to create your VPC, any cloud resources to create, or we can say rightly provision, to provision resources. Okay, the answer will be provision. See, they say subnets are created. If you see here now, subnets are all under this VPC. They all have different IP address. Okay, and the availability zone is also different. 1B, 1A, 1B, 1A.
One thing
IP.
here, I'm trying to create a subnet. I'm seeing some already subnets are there in my AWS account, which I have not created.
You are not created, right? Remember I told there will be a default VPC which will be already created for you. This is the default VPC. There will be 3
Yes.
subnets which will be already created, default VPC, which Amazon will give it to you for use. See, I also have multiple VPC subnets, but then you don't worry, you ignore those, you just click on create subnet. Okay, if it is
Okay.
created, ignore those, रहने दो, नया बनाओ. Okay, create your own.